Everybody is planning ahead of the New Year's bash. From dresses to the pub, people have gone through their checklist. But how has Brigade Road prepped up for the entertainment of New Year and most importantly to tackle the people? Well, we will tell you in this special report.
The most awaited part of the year is here. Yes, it is the end of a decade and the era has assured change of unforeseen levels. While residents are all pumped up to welcome the new year in some pomp, the city is in troubleshooting mode come the big day. Several arrangements have been put forth for the big day. From CCTVs to giant LED screens which will display helpline numbers, elaborate settings are in place.
New Year's Eve is just round the corner. People are all excited for the parties it is going to bring, and one of the iconic places in Bengaluru city is Brigade Road, undoubtedly. So how is Brigade Road prepping up ahead of this day? Let us find out.
While we have received inputs on how Brigade Road is prepping up, hear into what a trader has to say.
Brigade Road, no, none of the pubs have closed down. In fact, there are new ones that have come that are operating this year which were not there last year. There's no entertainment program as such. They come here just to bring in the New Year cheer in the New Year, and I think what the message should be that they should be safe. There will be no parking on the street at all on maybe most probably from the morning of 31st. They will not.
To avoid further mishaps, there will be additional cameras in place. Now these cameras will have a special feature, that is to rotate 360 degrees so that footages from all the angles can be taken. There are also control rooms in the vicinity of pubs and party places that will monitor New Year parties. For those who would not be near these control rooms, there will be giant LED TV screens installed throughout the party hotspots that will display important helpline details.
Well, the most concerning matter when it comes to New Year parties this time around in Bengaluru city is the safety. So how is Bengaluru city prepped up for this, and how is Brigade Road and the surrounding areas also prepped up? We will give you an overview. Over here, a control room has been set up where the police as well as the Sterling CCTV Solutions personnel will be monitoring lifetime activities that's happening at the Brigade Road, Church Street and the surrounding areas as well. Now this is how the control room looks like, and a person monitoring here will be checking the activities going on at lifetime, and several thousands of cameras have been set up in this area, and they have been set up at several different angles to monitor the vehicles and activities coming and happening at different angles as well, to capture even the registration number of any vehicle that is coming ahead, and even to zoom in into some of the places, and we can see that the clarity of the videos over here is quite clear, and even in night time as well, as we have seen, the quality of these cameras and the videos is quite clear and crystal clear, and it can be seen very clearly. Now over here we have Mr. Vinod of Sterling CCTV Solutions, who will be monitoring on New Year's Eve. Let us speak to him about to give more details into this entire control room. So sir, how many people will be here and who all will be here monitoring it?
Our CCTV technicians will be around 4 to 5 people will be there, and police officers and policemen will be there for monitoring, and along with walkie-talkie.
All right, and how many exactly cameras have been set up and in what different angles, and this time around how is it different from the last year?
Last year we have installed about 500 cameras. This year we have installed more than 650 cameras from our side, from our company side. Again the policemen installed lot of cameras, and again the BBMP, some permanent cameras also are there. Almost total together approximately 1200 plus cameras are there in MG Road, Brigade Road, Residency Road, Church Street, all the areas.
Okay, and also we heard about this particular high definition camera there. So can you explain a little bit about how this works,
This is a speed dome camera which we are installing outside, and this 360 degree camera will be there. Approximately 1 kilometer till 1 kilometer zooming will be there. Pan tilt zoom facility will be there.
And where all is this kind of camera going to be installed?
All the signals you can able to see this kind of cameras.
Okay, all right. And other than Brigade Road, Church Street and the surrounding areas, has this facility been set up at other places?
Almost 2 kilometers from the MG road. Almost all the areas we covered with the cameras.
Now that all the security arrangements have been discussed, here are the main preparations for the New Year's bash.
We'll be open till 1. We don't have any restrictions regarding the police because 1 is our timing that we close. No, we haven't received any commission, nothing at all. No information about it. We are having a special event where we have Susan playing here. She's from Hong Kong and it'll be going on till 12:45. At 1 o'clock we shut the music.
Metro has also rolled out a scheme to keep a tab on law and order so that revelers utilizing this service keep their behavior in check.
The first thing is, as regularly for every new year, we will be extending the train services. This year also we are extending the train services from 11. 11 is the last train departure from all the terminal stations, but this time departure will be around 1:30. 1:30, 1:40, 1:45, depending on which terminal station it is. And the last train from the interchange, that is the Majestic station, the last train departure from Majestic, that is Nadaprabhu Kempegowda Majestic station, is at 2 in the early morning, the 1st. So 1/1/2020, the early morning 2 o'clock, the last train will leave from the interchange station at Majestic.
Well, Tipsy dwellers, you don't need to worry as metro stations will be open for you on New Year's Eve. Brigade Road is one such place where preparations are already underway to give the best of entertainment for all the people who will be thronging this place for the New Year countdown. So have a good time, but also keep in mind that you cannot inconvenience the other people who might be flocking in here to have their great time as well.
The arrangements are in place and New Year's Eve will promise to be a safe night. Amrita for News 9 Bengaluru.